Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another edition of Movie Talk. And this week's movie is The Land Before Time. When the age of the dinosaurs comes to an end, 5 young dinosaurs must make a daring journey to find the Great Valley, a place filled with clean water and lush leaves and grass to sustain them and their families for generations to come. It's also where they hope to meet up with their families, whom they were separated from during a terrible earthquake. However, the unlikely group of friends is being stalked by a dreaded sharp-tooth intent on making them his next meal. Okay, highlights of the movie. This movie was made back in 1998, so it is a fairly old movie, at least by the standards of the movies that I review on this channel. And it is an animated adventure drama film that tells the story of 5 young dinosaurs on a journey to find their families and a lush haven known as the Great Valley. Now, this movie came out, or this is not so much it came out, but this is a movie that I watched a lot as a kid, me and my sister, and my cousins and whatnot, and we loved this movie. This was actually a very cute, adorable dinosaur movie. Like, if you were going to watch a movie about dinosaurs with your kids, this would be the movie to watch because it's so cute and so adorable. The carnivore, which is known in this movie as a sharp-tooth, is a little scary, but they don't portray the sharp-tooth, or T-Rex, since it is actually Tyrannosaurus Rex, as being malicious and actually stalking the dinosaurs just for the heck of stalking it. It's actually really just doing what a T-Rex would have done during this time period, and that is look for food. So when you take that into consideration, it's not scary, but when you look at it through the eyes of the other 5 characters in the movie, it is scary because that thing wants to eat them. So is there an actual bad guy in this movie? Not really. You could say, for lack of a better word, the sharp-tooth is, but again, he's really just doing what nature intended for him to do. He's not going on being mean to be mean. Okay, now this movie had 12 sequels. So there are a total of 13 movies within this franchise, plus 1 TV show that ran for about a season. And those other movies are, in order of release, The Great Valley Adventure, The Time of the Great Giving, The Journey Through the Mist, The Mysterious Island, which I apologize, I misspelled island there. I didn't realize it until just now. The Secret of Saurus Rock, The Stone of Cold Fire, The Big Freeze, Journey to Big Water, The Great Long Neck Migration, Invasion of the Tiny Sauruses, The Great Day of the Flyers, and The Wisdom of Friends. Now, the majority of these sequels actually take place within the Great Valley. This is the only movie that doesn't take place the majority of the time within the Great Valley. It actually ends within the Great Valley, and I don't think that's much of a spoiler. It's a kid's movie. It's going to end on a happy note. This movie is also the only movie where the characters do not sing. There is a song in the movie, but it's an end title song, which basically means it's a song that's being played during the end credits. Now, in the other movies, the characters actually have musical numbers, but the other movies are all what I like to call teaching movies. And by that I mean they all have a lesson built around the storyline, because these are movies that are targeted at kids, and very young kids, like lower elementary kids. Hence the reason why, if you watch the movie, you'll notice the dinosaurs are all nice and bright colors, but not obnoxiously bright colors like with little preschooler shows where you want the bright colors to attract their attention. They are more of the earth tone colors, browns, greens, and like a dusty yellow, but it is brighter. and you'll notice it's the kids that are the brighter colors, but we'll get more into that. You don't really see it much in here because you don't see the kids a lot with the adults. You see it more in the sequels, so we'll get more into that in the sequels. The TV show also introduces 2 new characters. Well, 1 new character, as the other characters introduced in the second movie. Chopper and Ruby. Both of which who are not from the Great Valley. They are introduced later on. But we'll talk more about that when we get there. Ruby, I may or may not have to talk about in the movie talk videos. It all depends on whether or not I decide to do a TV talk review on The Land Before Time TV series. So if I decide to do that, I will talk about her in the TV series as she is exclusively to the TV series. If not, I'll talk a little bit about her in The Wisdom of Friends. Okay, things I loved about this movie. First off, I loved the story. Excuse me. This was a really cute, I don't want to say coming of age story, but really cute friendship and journey to self-discovery story as the 5 young dinosaurs actually learn a little bit about themselves on this journey. And it is very sweet and very, very adorable. The late 80s, early 90s were big for dinosaurs for whatever reason, because Jurassic Park came out within a few years after this movie, I want to say. It didn't come out like right after this movie. I want to say it came out like in the mid-90s. So a couple of years after this movie came out, but still relatively close to be put in within the same filming thing. So dinosaurs were really big during that time period for whatever reason. But I don't care because I love dinosaurs. And I did like this story. It was a very different story than a lot of the other dinosaur movies you were seeing. Like if you compare it with, like, say, the other dinosaur movie I reviewed, or the other prehistoric movies I reviewed, Ice Age and Jurassic Park. Obviously, Jurassic Park is very different as it's dinosaurs in the modern world on a theme park. And then Ice Age, which is an animated movie, it is a little different because it doesn't deal with dinosaurs. It deals with more prehistoric mammals, but kind of along the same lines. This one is different as it is about kids. Ice Age, if you just want to take Jurassic Park out of the equation, Ice Age was more about adults. The animals were adults. This one, the animals we spend a lot of time with are kids. And the animators actually use these dinosaurs, particularly in the sequels, to teach the lessons. The kids, these dinosaurs, Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky, Spike, and Petrie, all learn the lesson presented in the story by the end of the movie. And through them learning it, the kids watching the movie learn it. But that's, again, is more in the sequels, so we'll get more into that in the sequels. Secondly, I loved the ending. As I stated before, and this is not a spoiler, this ends on a very happy note. As it is a kids movie, they can't end a kids movie on a very sad note. This was a movie that was targeted for kids or at least families with kids. So they had to approach it from a certain point of view and from a certain standpoint. They couldn't make it too scary, and they couldn't end it on a sad note. Now, there is some sad moments in the movie, in amongst itself, but again, they do go in and explaining that it is part of the chain of life. They say the circle of life as well, but I think that's too much Lion King, as they do refer to the circle of life in the Lion King. I mean, there's a song called The Circle of Life in the Lion King, so I say the chain of life in this movie, just to kind of get away from the whole Lion King thing. But anyways, but it does have a very sweet ending, and they end it in a way that they could have picked up and done a sequel if they wanted to, which they did like 12 times over, or they could have just left it there. And I think the people who made the movie planned on just ending it. I don't think they actually planned on doing sequels. They just kind of did the sequels, kind of came out later. Thirdly, I loved the names for the different breeds of dinosaurs. They are not referred to in this movie as brontosauruses, pterodactyls, spiketails, tyrannosaurus rexes, triceratops, or whatever the heck ducky is. They are called swimmers, long necks, three horns, spike tails, flyers, and sharp teeth. And if you think about it, that's what little kids would call the dinosaurs that they would see in the museums and books. This is really from a little kid's point of view. And you'll notice more in the TV show, and I'm getting off track here, but I promise it will be brief. They get into... The sharp tooth is what they call the meat eaters, because when we get into the TV show, we'll see that they have other names for the different breeds of sharp teeth. And then the plant eaters, which are Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky, and the others, are known as flat teeth, and it has to do with their teeth. Now, the reason in the movies the carnivores are referred to as sharp teeth is because we're really looking at this from the plant eaters' point of view. So they do it that way. Lastly, I loved the end title. It is a beautiful song. It is called If We Hold On Together, and it is one of my favorite songs in the world. I actually taught myself to sing this song. I don't do it very well, but I did teach myself how to sing it. Okay, cast. This did not have a big cast of characters. Really, normally I'll say, look, I only picked out the main characters within the movie. These characters you see here, these are all the characters in the movie. All the other dinosaurs you see, they are not even listed. So this did not have a big cast of characters, but for the size they had, it was actually pretty darn good. We had Littlefoot, who is a long neck, was played by, or voiced by Gabriel Damon. And if I mispronounce anybody's name, I apologize. Sarah, who is a three-horn, and I love how they actually spelled it the way the Sarah and Triceratops is spelled, not the way the girl's name is spelled. That's something I picked up as I got older, or noticed as I got older. She was voiced by Candace Houston. Ducky, who is a swimmer, was voiced by Judith Barris, I believe is how you say her last name. Petrie, who is a flyer, who actually doesn't fly until the end of this movie, was voiced by Will Ryan. Littlefoot's mom was voiced by Helen Saver. And his grandfather was voiced by Bill Irwin. I did not remember hearing his grandfather speak at all in this movie, but he and the grandmother do talk in the sequel, so... Sarah's dad was voiced by Burke Barnes, I believe is how you say his name. And the narrator slash Rooter, who is, like, he makes a scene, an appearance in, like, one scene, giving Littlefoot advice after he gets separated from his grandparents, was voiced by Pat Hingles. And do not ask me what kind of dinosaur Rooter is. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, question of the week. Which of the 6 dinosaurs seen in this movie was your favorite, or is your favorite? Do you like the long necks or the... You know, I don't even know. I used to think he was a brontosaurus, but I think they actually stated he was a different breed of dinosaur. The long necks, like Littlefoot. Did you like Sarah? Did you like Petrie? Did you like Ducky? Did you like Spike? Did you like the sharp tooth? I mean, I was actually just going to say 5, but I'm like, I'm going to throw the sharp tooth in there for people who actually like Tyrannosaurus Rexes. And if you liked more than one, that's perfectly fine too. You can say you liked all 5, or you can say you liked 4, or 3, or 2, or 1. I don't care. Or, you know, all 6, or 4, or 5, or 3, or 2, or 1. I don't care. Just let me know which ones were your favorites, or was your favorite. And just leave your answers in the comment section. Also, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. And please like and share this video if you're watching it on YouTube, and like and subscribe if you're watching it on Facebook. And feel free to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 5 sites right there, or 4 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my other movie talk videos. my Movie Talk Special Edition videos. My other videos, I apologize if you hear barking in the background, that's my dog. Okay, before I sign off, 2 things I'd like to touch on. First off, please note that my Movie Talk videos on Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies, and my Movie Talk Birthday Special Edition on The Lion King are exclusively on my Facebook page as of the posting of this video. I will be doing re-uploads of these videos for YouTube. However, they will be posted in October, or not be posted until October. This is because Van Helsing and Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters are Halloween-esh movies, while Spooky Buddies is a Halloween movie. So it makes sense to me to do the re-uploads of those movies to YouTube in October, which is when Halloween is. So those will be uploaded hopefully the first 3 days of October. As for The Lion King, it is a birthday special edition video. So again, it only makes sense to me to do the re-upload on my actual birthday, which is in October. So please be patient. I will get the uploads, get these 4 movies reviews uploaded. It's just going to take a little bit of time for the reasons I gave. Also, there will be dual postings for 3 of my TV Talk videos. Star Wars, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and DreamWorks Dragons will be posted both to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. All other TV Talk videos will be posted strictly to my Facebook page at this point in time. If you'd like to check out any of those videos or the backlogged videos of Star Wars, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or DreamWorks Dragons, you can feel free to check them out on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section. And just to make it a little easier on you guys, here is a list of all the TV shows I've either done TV Talk videos on or am currently doing TV Talk videos on. As always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.